Good evening, my name is Kevin Buckland. I work with We50.org, and I am dressed like this because I'm part of something here at the COP20 in LIma called the Fossil of the Day. The Fossil of the Day is a ceremony we have each day where we award a prize to the worst country. The country has done the most at making sure that we get a bad deal, or that we get no deal at all. And we use this each day really as a tool to put pressure on specific governments and delegations and call them out. Some governments really don't like getting the award, but it's one of the few places we can really name people and try to put political pressure on them to create change in the negotiations. And today was quite an exciting day. We had two winners. The first prize winner was the European Union because they are asking for there to be a 10-year commitment period instead of a 5-year commitment period, meaning that any agreement that is signed next year in Paris, which won't start until 2020, would only be reviewed in 2030, meaning that would lock us into a decade of a bad deal if a bad deal is made in Paris. Whereas many of the most vulnerable countries, the small island Pacific nations and the Africa group, for example, are calling for a 5-year commitment period so that in 2025 we can revisit it. And this only makes sense. The world's changing so quickly. The climate impacts we're seeing in 5 years would be very different from what they are now, and as well as the technology and the price of these technologies. So trying to put pressure to make sure there's a 5-year commitment. And the second prize went to Australia today, which is no surprise because Adani, the Indian-owned coal company, is collaborating with the Commonwealth Bank for the Galilee, in the Galilee Basin, for what will be the largest coal terminal in the world. So this shows some of the backstory behind why Australia has been so bad in these negotiations. And they were given this because they wanted to separate there's a part of the text about loss and damage. Some of the things that you can't adapt to and you can't mitigate, such as your farmland being turned into desert or your island being consumed by the ocean. These are real losses, and we want to make sure that those are accounted for in the text. And Australia was trying to keep those aside so they'd be easier to push away. So that's what's been happening here. And so keep up the struggle. We need everyone.